Alright guys, what's up? Another look at the event schedule. This is kind of different than most. We're gonna go by one and talk about what we see. So, most recent thing coming up is actually Illusory Dungeon, which is kind of surprising to me because are we just gonna have a tap battle replace the other one right away and all the time? Like just non-stop? I guess it's such an easy mode for them. They just plug in a song, put in some random guys coming in on the beat, and you just spam away, right? That's all there is to it. So I'm kind of surprised to see that we're just gonna get it running month by month nonstop. And I'm even wondering, like, aren't they just gonna put another one like right there? Just at the end of this one, a totally new one. But anyways, this is just rewards. There's nothing fancy gone from here. A couple medals, feathers, the daily feathers I guess are appreciated. Maybe they can improve it and give us some good rewards. I definitely look forward to something like that. Now what's coming after that is actually the Grand Hero Battle with Julius. So Grand Hero battles are always great. In my opinion on this stuff is always pretty straightforward. They're very challenging. Most of them have been fairly challenging in the past couple months. I guess one of the most recent ones that wasn't challenging was Oliver. At least you could solo that one, create some pretty creative strats that way. But most of them, Legendary Hero battles and Grand Hero battles, have been fairly challenging. Even Canna on Infernal was challenging a few people. I have had people message me on that. And then after that we have Grand Conquest, and I think I'm very, very excited to see this one for Grand Conquest because we had Kaze given as a reward on Grand Conquest. As you know, you just played Grand Conquest and Kaze was given out. So I'm wondering to see if they're going to actually give us, hero rewards every single time in Grand Conquest. Considering the first one didn't do that and Kaze was given on the second one, I'm kind of iffy about it. I do like playing Grand Conquest though. It's a fun mode and they're going to improve it a little bit because of the whole rival domains change. And it's a lot of feathers, whether you're on a winning side or a losing side. If you actually look at the amount of summoning focuses we have this month, you'll see if you just count the green, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. Okay, so there's 8 banners that are coming. One that they didn't put here though, there's a couple that, sometimes they don't mention, and I think the voting gauntlet might have its own banner. So it hasn't shown here. If we can take the special heroes and assume that it's going to be something like bridal units or grooms, then I presume that the voting gauntlet may also bring us a banner that may return the old bridal units from last year. So like Bridal Cordelia, Bridal Lynn, Bridal Sheeta, and Bridal Charlotte. If they're going to release another banner here, I expect it to be right here. On top of that, we have Summoning Focus New Power over here, and we know that this is generally the refinement, so we can expect Camilla, Claire, and Orin to be showing up on this banner. So any of you who are working on merges for those units, and they're like your favorite character or they're your arena core, then this will be a decent banner to be pulling for. In general though, I always recommend if you're a new player that you save your orbs and use them on Legendary Hero summoning events because you get the most value out of that. But yeah, we do know that new power names are generally the weapon refinements of the most recent units. You'll see that at the next month, we're going to have another update. Looks like the update will end on the 8th of June. And then shortly after, we have another new power banner. So we don't know who the refinements for there will be, but it should be interesting because at that point, we have now officially given refinements to all the legendary weapons that have been around since the release of the game, other than distant counter users like Ryoma. I think he's the only one actually. I might have missed somebody, but that's who comes to mind right now. After that, we have a Bounty Hero Battle Revival. I don't mind these anymore because now they do come with quests. We have Amelia and Tana coming back. I don't even know if my other account, my free-to-play account, has done this one. If it hasn't, then more orbs, and if it has, still more orbs because it's just easy quests. So yeah, I don't mind them coming back anymore. As long as they come back with quests, there's a good reason to do it, then I'm all for it. On top of that, they're only 0 stam, so you're not really missing out on anything. Weapon workout quests, we can assume that this is just going to be like badges, medals, stones, maybe even dues or something like that. Orbs as always. Now the name of this Tempest Trials is interesting. It's called Loki's Flames, but just like most Tempest Trials, considering this comes after the special hero summoning event in this month, we can assume that this one here is still going to be using like seasonal units that are coming up from here. They've always tended to correlate them with the most recent banner, but again, since everything is now a 40% every single unit, it means that most of us, if not all of us, hopefully will have bonus units on all these Tempest Trials that come forward in the future. So I am looking forward to that. Speaking about the special hero summoning event, again, I think it will be bridals or grooms. That's a rumor that's spreading around. It makes sense since we had 4 females last year, so maybe they'll do something cool and release 4 males. And if you played Fire Emblem Warriors, then you'll know that in Fire Emblem Warriors, Marth has a groom costume. So there's already a little bit of a precedent for that. Whether they go ahead with it, let's see. Now, I've heard about this summoning focus here, the combat boost one, that apparently in Japanese it's translated as heroes with stance skills. And heroes with stance skills means there's a couple candidates for this, but the ones that come to mind right away are, most recently Shigure, but he's a 4-star, so don't expect them to put him on a banner. Zelgius, who they pretty much always throw on a banner because it's really good for merges, and a lot of people tend to spend money to work on that, especially if you care about arena scoring. Dorcas has Fierce Stance as well, and Shiro has Steady Stance, right? And the last one that's 5-star exclusive is female Morgan, and she has, I believe it's Mirror Stance. Those are the 4 5-star exclusives that come to mind right now that have it. You got a good color balance there. You got Dorcas green, Zelgius is red, and either female Morgan or Shiro in blue. So that means we can expect any of those units to show up on that banner. So that's really good if you missed out on these units or they are part of your arena core and you've been saving orbs for them. Again, like most banners, I don't generally pull on them, and I generally tell people not to pull on them unless they're part of your core and you save orbs diligently for them. In terms of fodder, though, Dorcas does have infantry pulls, so he's always pretty good to pull, and green is easy to pull, so. Moving on, summoning focus for Tempest Trials Plus. It'll be interesting to see what's there. This will just be whatever units they decide to put for the 40% additional units there. We'll see if they're 5-star exclusives or maybe an opportunity for us to work on merges, like if they put like Adotiki on this or Soleil or whatever. I don't know what they'll do, but most likely, since we had Genealogy recently, maybe they'll put something like Nana here, or I don't know. Again, maybe Nana just happened. So we'll see what this is. Maybe the bridals from last year could end up on this summoning focus, if they intend to put all the bridals as Tempest Trials bonus units. We'll see. As for Tempest Trials itself, maybe the bonus unit will actually be a seasonal. We'll find out though. Okay, and now, mark your calendars for this day, because this is definitely the one that you really want to look forward to. And that's the end of the month, May 30th Legendary Hero Summoning Event. We know that the seasonals have been depleted up until winter units and New Year's units, and that's actually amazing because the winter units are all high quality and all worth pulling for. Winter Robin has Brazen Attack Speed, Armor March. Winter Tharja has Close Counter Vengeful Fighter. We've got Winter Chrom with Brazen Attack Defense, and Lisa with Bold Fighter. Plus they've all got those really unique weapons, handbells, Tannin Booms, Saga Gifts, and Candelabra, and those are all really good weapons. So yeah, if you've been saving orbs, which you should have been, we can expect some of those units to show up on the coming up Legendary Hero Summoning Event. We could even see stuff like possibly Brave Ike, we could see stuff like Brave Roy, who's also not so bad as a pull, we could see Myrrh showing up, we could see Harden showing up, we could see Grima showing up. These are all units that are potentially happening because they seem to go in order. I'd even see something like Exalted Chrom coming back, or maybe even female Morgan. You know, there's some good candidates for units to be coming up on the next Legendary Hero Summoning Event, but I will make a separate video making those predictions as they get closer to the date. Those are just some initial thoughts, and definitely be saving for it. Okay, so the big one, 6/8. This is a very interesting day, guys. We have 4 heroes showing up as special maps. Now I look at that right away and I'm like, we've never had an occasion where new heroes coming out have also been core-aligned with an actual special map for them. We know that this is an update, definitely, but why is there a special map correlated to new heroes? We've never had that happen before. So, and it says 4 heroes. I know there's been a lot of rumors that say this is Choose Your Legends 2, but I don't think it can be Choose Your Legends 2 without some sort of an official announcement or marketing, okay? I just don't see that happening. If this is Choose Your Legends 2, then they should be announcing a FEH channel very soon where they will release the news regarding them. If you've seen the previous Choose Your Legends FEH channel, you'll know that it was a really short video that was only targeted at those units in particular. There wasn't like more news than that. So if it happens, I expect it to happen in the mid-month. They'll release like a short FEH channel to talk about maybe the update or the Choose Your Legends units, if this is truly that. But because this is precedent has never been there, that we've had special maps for heroes, then I predict that either this is going to start happening now with whatever units they intend to release to try to build up hype, or that these 4 heroes are incredibly important. So as always, save your orbs because you need to make sure, if you care about Choose Your Legends units, or you care about the upcoming Legendary Heroes events, which you should, then they will know that they'll be meta breaking, they'll be really good quality, they'll come with unique skills. As I've talked in previous videos, permanent banners don't really do you much. Some units aren't that unique. There's not that much meta defining skills. If you play to be competitive, then you're going to want to make sure that you have a good bank saved up, not bank as in money, but bank as in saving up a little bit of orbs so that you can target these particular heroes, whether they're really unique or not. We'll find out though. I do think this is very suspicious though, either way. And as usual, it comes with an event. It only lasts 12 days. You'll see that the Special Heroes summoning event does last a whole month. So again, you don't need to be pulling on first day of whatever these grooms or bridals are. I'll make a separate video, obviously, analyzing those characters, my impressions on them, but I know right away that I'm probably not going to be summoning right away on them because there's some big things coming. I can already sense that with the Legendary Heroes summoning event coming up and the new heroes. Like this gap here is very important, that you're very patient and see your options before you do that. So, okay guys, if you feel like there's something I may have missed, correct me, feel free to just let me know, okay? Just, I guess, tell me. Okay guys, so that's it. Catch you in the next video. Peace.